Now, the last thing, well, one more other thing too. But the last thing about what I see in the dating world, relationships are too hard. Most people today, and this is sad to say, this is very sad to say, most people today do not have the patience, tolerance, or energy and time to build a relationship. They don't have it. And the sad reality is, some people talks about the 1920s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. How their great-grandfather, great-grandmother married and stuck it out to the day that they die. The reason why those time periods were different because reputation was real huge, image was real huge, and what you do in the public is real huge. You don't go around here in public being ratchet. You don't spread your whole entire business just to make your reputation fall apart. And you make sure you keep an image of a high respected citizen. Now these days, everybody just take off their clothes and get butterball naked because they don't care. Some people do, but a lot of people just don't care what they do in public. Their reputation and their image. People don't care. You know, today's world, people do not care. You know, and that's sad. The reason why relationships are, you know, for some people say it's too hard, because you got to put a lot of effort to it. To get to number 100, to start from 0, you have to take steps to get to know that person. See, people are so used of everything go boom, boom, boom. You know, people are so used to fast-paced stuff. People don't know what patience is. People don't know what consistency is. People don't know what take your time is. People don't understand exploring what that person is. So the problem with people today is that relationships, it just take too long. It take too long to build. And then people get into these weird, confusing relationships where the two people don't even work out. Because both of them didn't want to be single, and both of them didn't want to take the steps and take the time. Dating is dating. You're supposed to take your time to date people. You're supposed to take your time to understand people. You take your time. You don't really need to rush when you date. Now, people rather not take the necessary steps. This is the reason why your great-grandfather and your other family members are sticking in the marriage. Now, they have they have a bumpy marriage. But what happened is they work it out. They make sure they work it out. They make sure they have a agreement, a disagreement. They were acting like adults. And sad to say, there's not a lot of adults today. There really isn't. About to go to work. Probably gotta make another park. But there's really not a lot of adults today who don't know what maturity is. They don't know self-reliance is. There are a lot of adults who act like children now. I forgot my earring. They act like children. Just straight up children. And the reason why they act like children, because if they don't get their way, what's the first thing that a spoiled child would do? They would roll, complain, cry. So people want relationships really, really fast. They want them immediately. But nobody want to take the time to build a relationship because they see in the movies and they want it now. But it takes time because you and the other person are strangers. Y'all are strangers. You don't know each other, so you have to understand each other. There are some people who are not willing to build a relationship, and that's a problem in the dating world. And I'll come back with my other parts.